biscuits. We've told you a lot of things surrounding getting your home prepared, foods to cook, and even went out to the green to learn some golf basics, all in honor of tournament week. But what about that sweet treat to eat when you're pooped from being out on the course and have your belly full with those pimento cheese grilled sandwiches we told you about yesterday? Well, make room, because our friend Katrina Golden with Lil Mama Sweets and Treats is in to tell us about a good dessert that's great for hosting a large crowd.
Good morning.
And nice to have you back. It's been a while.
Good morning. Good morning. This morning we are making peach cobbler biscuits, and this biscuit recipe is so simple. Forget everything. I know grandmothers are going to be like, forget everything you thought you knew about making biscuits. It literally takes three ingredients. You're going to need a stick of butter, salted butter.
Yes, butter.
Real butter.
I don't,
real butter.
Okay.
Real butter.
So 1 stick of salted butter. You're going to need 1.5 cups of heavy cream and 2 cups of self-rising flour. That's it. That's it.
And
Sounds
if you
easy
don't
enough.
have your rolling pin, a glass.
You can use a glass.
You are MacGyvering it up here right now.
I mean, back in the day, they didn't always have all the modern conveniences that we have right now.
Sure.
So you use what you had. So if you could either make, once you roll out, you make the dough, you put everything but the butter into a mixer, or you can use a hand mixer, or you can mix it by hand.
Okay.
I mean, if you want to go real old school, you can mix it by hand. I have a mixer. So, well, I do. So then you make the dough, and then you spread the dough out, and then you can use whatever you want to cut it out. I'm using the glass, and then
Roll it with the glass, use the glass to cut it out as well.
You can use the glass to cut it out.
Okay.
And then, but the peach cobbler mixture, you're going to use peaches, butter, cinnamon, a little bit of lemon, and sugar. And it should look like this when it gets done.
Through the magic of television.
Yes, through the magic of television. It should look like this when it gets done. And then once that's done, you're going to pour it over your biscuit mixture. So in just a second, I'm going to put this, but you're going to put the melted butter. You're going to take your butter.
Okay.
Got to remember that butter, right? You can take your butter and you're going to pour it in the pan. Okay?
All right.
So, and then you put your biscuits in the pan.
This is what we call sopping.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. Because you want the butter to get on both sides of the dough. Okay?
I love this. You know, I've actually never heard of peach cobbler biscuits.
With this biscuit recipe, you can do a little of everything.
Okay.
You can put apples on top of it. You can put, you can make, if you want, cheddar bay biscuits.
Right.
You can put cheddar cheese and chives and make your own version of Red Lobster's thing, which is more of a savory thing versus a something sweet. I put strawberries on top of it. We put raspberries on top. We eat them plain, with some butter and jelly. So it's all about what you want to do with it. This dough also, I put a little bit of cinnamon and sugar in it.
I just love the glass. I love your ingenuity on this, because I'm very quickly running out of excuses why not to cook.
Yeah, you have everything in
my
your
wife's not
kitchen,
watching.
right?
So then let me cook one more.
So, Katrina, how easy would you say that this is to make? I mean, we know you're the expert, but for someone that maybe doesn't bake a lot.
This is so easy, you cannot mess this up. It's impossible,
Have you met
Cliff,
me?
to mess this up. It's absolutely impossible. The peaches, you can either have them fresh or you can do them frozen. I prefer, because it's so hard to get fresh peaches, in the store sometimes, even though it is peach season, frozen is easier. Throw them in the pan, some butter, sugar, cinnamon, a little bit of lemon juice, let it boil.
Okay.
Okay, so you're basically cooking them because the peaches are fresh when they're frozen.
Okay.
So, and then you just spoon that over.
And you're literally just covering the entire.
Pretty much.
Okay.
Pretty much.
This smells amazing already.
And then you're going to cook this at 425 for about 15 to 20 minutes. So this is a really quick dessert. I mean, if you want something that's, you got people coming and they said, hey, we're on Washington Road leaving the Augusta National. We'll be at your house. And we know you live right there, in Grovetown. So we'll be at your house in about 15 minutes.
And of course, with the traffic, it'll take that amount of time.
Yeah, 15, 20
or an
minutes.
hour.
Yeah,
on where you
right.
live.
It'll take longer.
So you spoon that over, and then you stick it in the oven. My oven's already hot, so I'm going to put these in here. And of course, like you said, through the magic of television.
Okay.
Now, okay,
Voila.
so for a lot of people around here, if you're from this area, you've probably eaten peach cobbler all your life. It goes great with ice cream. What else does it go good with? Wow, that was a quick stove. Look at that. Wow.
Ooh, that's good.
That literally looks like something you would see on a TV commercial.
I almost feel like you can share one of those biscuits.
probably could if you wanted to. I don't know, Zane. You may
They're
not
too
want to
good.
share.
Yeah, you're right. They're too
You
good.
don't want to share.
Okay.
So we're gonna take these. We're gonna put ice cream over them, and there you go.
Okay.
Wow, okay.
Well, I think it's time.
But like she said, you can just pick that sucker up and just eat it yourself. That'd be on its own. Okay. Yeah, we do have that. Okay.
And we do have ice cream.
I got
Ooh.
an ice cream scoop.
Yeah, we do. Oh, you got a
Peach
scoop.
cobbler and ice
Yes.
cream. It's the way to
This
go.
is her kitchen. We always forget. It's our show, but it's her kitchen.
Yeah. We just stay out of the way. We just stay out of the way at this point.
So, and you want to serve these warm. Obviously, with ice cream, you want to serve them warm, and they taste better to me warm. Though you can't eat them cold. I mean, if you like cold peach cobbler, that's totally up to you.
Oh, we have to have one for Tim as well.
And just some spoons.
Yes, we do need spoons. All right, so Patricia, we ask you this every time you come here. How'd you get your start in all this?
I started baking when I was a little girl. I think I've told you all that I burned my first cake in the Easy Bake Cake oven.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I honestly did, and my dad was sweet enough to still eat it. But I've been baking since I was a little girl. Baking has always been my happy place. I learned how to bake. Obviously, it was good. I learned how to bake from my mom and my aunts, or like they say here in Georgia, my aunt, my mom and them, my aunt and them. And we always had, there's always in a big family, my mother comes from a big family, and in a big family, there's always one person who does all the baking, and that was my aunt. And she taught me pretty much everything I know. And I just kind of took it up a notch, and this is where we are.
Oh my goodness, and where you are is amazing. So I don't know if you can go higher than right now. But
That'll be for Tim.
we appreciate you so much. Where can people go for more information?
They can go to www.littlemama.sweets.com or find us on Facebook, littlemama.sweets.com, the Little Mama Sweets and Treats. You can always
L-I-L.
Yeah, L-I-L. And I want to give a special shout out. My great nephew is watching because he says, "Auntie, I watch you on TV all the time." So, hi, Khalil.
Hi, thanks for watching. No, we appreciate you so much. This is so good. All your family, they're very lucky. They eat well. Tim.